Hello, welcome to Geek and Son. Today's video was sponsored by Coca-Cola. If you drink it long enough, and enough of it, this will happen to you too. That's right, Coca-Cola. If you don't mind diabetes and burping, it's great. Welcome back to Geek and Son. If today's your first time on the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. Very important. Today I'm going to be installing an MTX 1000-watt amplifier into my 2015 Chevy Silverado, as well as I have some 12-inch MTX subs and an LC7i audio converter, which is going to be great. All done without cutting any wires. I got this, what's called a loop back harness from another person here on YouTube called LLJ Customs. I'll leave a link below. They make a harness so you don't have to cut any wires. You just clip in the stuff. You do have to run a little bit of wires, but not too bad. So if you ever want to take it out, it's still a factory harness. Nothing messed up, all your tones work, all that great stuff. So make sure again to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. We're gonna have more great content coming up with the General Lee, I'm sure you've seen on the other videos, as well as a lot of stuff with the 2015 Silverado and the Nova and mountain biking and whatever else we do. Thanks for watching. Here is the MTX amp, 1000-watt MTX Thunder. It's actually an old school amp. I've had one just like it before and it's a really good amp. Then we've got over here the LC7i audio control. This is a 6-line output converter with Accubase. Yes, that's right, with Accubase. And then I've got this thing. This thing is called a loop back harness. That's going to be probably the biggest, the most difficult for me to figure out. It comes from a company called LLJ or LLC. Who is it? LLJ Customs. I found them on YouTube actually, where you don't have to cut all the wires in your vehicle. You just have to plug and play. You put this harness in and plug it into the stock unit and then run these wires down to your amp. So hopefully that works out as well as they showed it did. All right, well the first thing I've got to do is take out the subs, and then I'll take out the seats. It's gonna be entertaining. Here's our subs. They are MTX 12-inch boom booms. They're pretty good. What's great about those subs is they are made in a box that's made to fit under this back seat. So they're not intrusive. They don't take any extra room really. All right, the seats are out. I've got to figure out if I'm going to need any more of this, or if I need these, of course, with the ends on. I've got some zip ties. I think I need to go find some better zip ties. And then, of course, I've got the glasses. Grandpa. Because I should probably be able to see which wires I'm hooking up. I'm now going to do the take out the deck. You getting all this? Take off the glove box, which I'm going to need to get another screwdriver for. Actually, I might have one in the back here. Ugh. Honestly, it makes me a little nervous to take this part apart, but it'll be alright. Just pop this out. There's little clips behind here. Just gotta be careful not to break the plastic. Oh, maybe. There you go. And again, I'm not professional with this, but I've done a lot of this kind of stuff, so it'll be alright. Oh! Alright, so if you look down here, you take out the plugs for the heated seats. Have to string it. There's one. And there's two. Maybe. Come on now. There we go. So there's the bezel for that. I'm gonna be really careful not to break that. I have to replace it. Okay, then, that's kind of stinky. Take out these bolts. Tell you what, that is so much easier than the screwdriver. I'll put these somewhere where they don't get lost. I don't think I'll be sitting in that seat, so this should be fine. I'll put it right here. Okay, there's one. Two. Wow, that's pretty fancy. I'm pretty sure last time I took this apart I did not use this. And I should have, because man, it's easy. Whoa. Now there should be, this should just snap off, and there should be some plugs to unplug it too. Ba-doom boom. Oh, and you can see the other stuff that I used last time. Let me get some on my phone. On my phone here. But I'm gonna disconnect this just to be safe and move it out of the way. Maybe. Not do any damage to it. This is the fancy 8-inch screen. Da-da-da. There it is, with the fancy climate controls and whatever on the bottom. Let's set that right there. I don't want to move that camera because I got it positioned really well. But in here, you can see the previous harness that I bought with this other line out converter right here. But that only worked the subs. What do you call it? Torx bit. I believe I do. I can't see them. Oh, look at that. First try, baby. The good news with that is, since I have that little adapter, I can just snap this baby onto the... And we'll pause now for station identification. So, now I've got to decide what's the easiest way to get this in. This over here. Surprise. This goes in here. And click. There we go. Now, unravel this huge thing and feed it down. Okay. Hopefully this is long enough. Making me a little nervous here. Guess we'll find out. I'm gonna put some tape around this too, just so I don't have to deal with these wires fall apart. Let me finish. Again, I could have easily just cut the wires and then run them through the door, sides of the door into here from the amp. But that seemed, I don't know, wasteful. What's the word? Unnecessary. It would destroy the stock things like the tones, the dings of the keys and all that stuff, all the truck tones, Bluetooth stuff, speaking of the truck. None of that would work anymore. Do I need that kind of stuff? No, but it's nice to have. Now this will retain all that functionality. Feed this through the same hole as I did the other one. Oy. My regular flashlight. And actually, once I get this fed through, I really could just button up the dash. Wouldn't be that difficult. But I want to have it all put in place first. Pretty cool. Whoever invented this was smarter than me, for sure. This LLJ Customs. Believe me, I'm going to put them on my website. I think I actually got it too long. It seems longer than the base knob. But that's better. I'm fine with that. Even if I paid a little extra for it. Look at the quality they put on this, though. I guess it's called shrink wrap they put on this. Very high quality. Now I could have gone anywhere and had this done for me, but I don't know, I almost enjoy this kind of stuff. The challenge of trying to figure it out is interesting to me. Alright, I don't want to twist that too much. Then that can go up in there, and then I could just put the dash back together right now if I wanted. I mean, I could just go right here. Let's see. I don't want it to be unprofessional though. It's a lot easier. Which is the same thing. Yeah, absolutely it does. So here's the base knob that I fed through. Base knob wire fell down, so I'll just attach those like that. Then run this puppy. We'll pretend right now that I've gone through here. I just did a rough install of the loop back harness. It's plenty long, it's gonna be fine. The biggest problem I'm gonna have now is to be figuring out where they go to the amp, where do they go to the LC7i, is that what it's called? I don't even know. It's a line output converter which converts the stock stereo back to a good signal for the amp, and then the amp goes back to the speakers. It's not that complicated, but if you don't do this all the time, I have to keep thinking, which one is that, and which one is this, etc., etc. So keep watching. I'll finish this up tomorrow. Thanks a lot. So here's the thing. I put this line out converter in the truck before, and it only ran the subs, which was good, but the problem with that was the subs were much louder than the door speakers. I thought they were going to be the stock speakers, and I wish I would have hung on to them, but I just chucked them because they were that bad. Whoever had this truck before me put in some Walmart $20 speakers, and they were junk. And I thought the truck should have sounded better from the factory anyway, but it didn't, and that's why. And even the back had one of these things in it. This is we locked the door. Let's unlock the door, just to be safe. It had one of these things, and these go in the door, and the speaker goes in here. It sits down here. Well, they had the speaker, but it was too small for this adapter, so they put cardboard, like they had cut out a cardboard box and stuck it in there. It was really kind of a cheap way to do it. Now, if I ever sell this truck, I'll probably take the amp and the subs out of it, but I'm not going to go to the trouble of taking out the door speakers. I mean, maybe. If I get the very similar truck, maybe take out the loop back harness and things like that and just plug in the speakers. Because the loop back harness itself is like $300. Don't tell my wife, because yeah, she doesn't know that. All these stupid little things add up. But this stereo, once I'm done, it has infinity door speakers, it has MTX subs, it's got an MTX amp with an LC7i line out converter. It's going to be sweet. So let's continue. Came on. That shouldn't come on without the key on. So that's something that needs to be addressed.
The doors are open.
Alexa, play Dr. Dre Still.
Dr. Dre, starting now on Amazon Music.